This is the state capitol in Montgomery, Alabama, the first capital of the old Confederacy, and for the last 10 years, the private fortress of George Corley Wallace, son of a dirt farmer, country lawyer, governor, presidential candidate, the spitting, scratching, cocky little demagogue who is today both a cripple and the most important politician in America outside Washington. George Wallace, who once said, "Segregation now, tomorrow forever," is no longer the outsider, no longer the butt of liberal jokes. Today, he is second only to Edward Kennedy as the popular choice for a Democratic president in 1976. And if there are still any doubts about George Wallace's following and his power to make or break a future president of the United States, then they are doubts not shared by those who flock down from Washington to court him. They all come to see George these days. Even Kennedy, Muskie, Humphrey, and all the rest who once scorned him, and who now watch in awe as millions of ordinary voting people rally around him.
Tell all these folks I'm mighty sorry about him here. Did you lose your house?
No, sir.
It didn't reach up to my way.
Well, I'm glad to see you here.
George Wallace's formula is simple. Never neglect the power base, the beloved folks. Never stop pressing the flesh, white flesh and black flesh. Even when there's been a tornado, there are votes to get in. White votes and black votes. 10 years ago, most black people in Alabama weren't able to get their names on the voting register, largely thanks to George Wallace. But now they can vote, and so now George needs them. And it's quite likely that most of them will vote for him for governor this year, simply because, like the poor white folks, they know he's the man with the power.
Very glad to see you. All safe here.
Joe, she lost a home.
Voted for you for president and vote again, man, if you'll run.
Thank you, honey. I'm sorry. I appreciate you saying that. And you lost what, honey?
Lost her home completely, everything. Don't even have my glasses, can't even read, so don't say nothing in the paper. I can't read right there.
Well, honey, I'm glad you're alive.
We're glad we're alive. God's help, the rest of them will live.
Well, I'm sorry you lost your home, but I'm glad you're alive here.
Thank you.
And you keep your chin up here.
Sure will.
Okay, honey.
Bye-bye.
Tell your folks hello here.
Sure will.
Hello, hi, fella. Glad to see you here. I'm glad y'all alive here. Very glad to see you here.
Politics is really the man, I guess. Now, the question of whether he's changed or not, I was asked this question, or whether he's mellowed or whether he's changed his racial policies. Governor Wallace is now telling people in national talks that he was never against segregation. He was only for upholding the law. Anyone with any intelligence at all can see that this is not true.
I would like to point out to all the people of this state that segregation, in my judgment, is in the best interest of all concerned. And I see nothing sinful, immoral, irreligious about a system that's based upon what we believe in our hearts to be in the best interest of all concerned.